Welcome to Playmusic and welcome to our review of the Fret King Black Label Corona SP. Black Label guitars are built offshore, but they are nevertheless finished to a very high standard. The setup is really good, and as we say, many of the features and ideas are incorporated from a much higher end Fret King guitar. All in all, this guitar offers excellent value for money. I gigged this actual one last night, the night before we made this video, and I have to say I was completely blown away. I was very impressed, and it was a real pleasant guitar to play. I'll take you through it and explain why I like it so much. The Corona SP has a couple of features that really put it up in the big league with a top flight American guitar. The pickups comprise a Wilkinson WP90 SKB, which is a stacked P90 type humbucker with two vintage style, Strat style single coils, for want of a better description. Typical 5-way switch, master volume control, master tone control. This rotary control here isn't a tone control in the traditional sense, rather it is the Wilkinson Vari-Coil tone circuit. Now the Vari-Coil circuit is a progressive coil tap, and it's connected to the bridge P90 pickup here. So when the pot is fully turned to 10, the P90 pickup is in full humbucking mode, but as you adjust the control, the pickup is gradually coil tapped until it's operating in single coil mode. The idea basically is so if you want to kick in the P90 for a fatter sounding solo, you can do it just with the crank of the knob, or if you want to back it off a little bit for a smoother, glassier, more typical traditional Strat style tone, it's very easy to do. I used it at the gig last night. It's a piece of cake to use and it really works. You've got Strat style tones in this guitar. They're there to be had and they're really good, but the fatter bridge pickup does sound different. It gives you a bit more punch, more mid-range, without that kind of shrill, glassy high end that you would normally get with a normal bridge single coil. The vibrato unit is a Wilkinson WV6SB. It has vintage style bent steel saddles, and then we have at this end we have Wilkinson Easy Lock tuners, which are staggered height tuners, so that eradicates the need for a string tree. Basically what's going on here, from this end to this end, they've done everything they can to eradicate areas of friction so that the vibrato arm stays in tune really well. Now the way that the guitar is put together, it functions really well as a whole. Again, the body, if you can see here, has a very low profile neck heel. Again, the kind of thing you'd find on something like a Music Man or a Sir or one of the higher end Fenders. It lends the Corona very, very good playability. You don't get that big blocky neck heel getting in the way of your hand when you're zooming up to the high frets. It's subtle, but it really helps to improve playability. Overall, I have to say I'm really thrilled with the Fret King Black Label Corona SP. It's a very, very convincing argument for Fret King. I mean, as a fully paid up guitar snob, I'm as guilty as everybody else of, you know, reading the label first sometimes without perhaps checking things out with my ears. But once you put these things aside and just take this guitar and its merits, it really is sensational. It's comfortable, it's light, it's easy to play. The fingerboard, by the way, is a 10-inch radius fingerboard, so it offers excellent playability. It's a nice compromise between the curve you need really, you know, to have a natural comfortable curve for your hands, but also gives you the extra playability so you can bend notes and do vibrato without the strings choking off on the frets. So this is a really good package. I'm seriously thinking about buying this guitar. I think it's roadworthy, it sounds really good, and it certainly won't give your bank manager any nightmares. So I would suggest you pop along to your local Fret King dealer and check one out. If you're in the market for a 3 pickup single coil guitar, before you start digging into your wallet, check out a Fret King. I don't think you'll be disappointed.